Welcome to Modern Mystic Messages. I'm Teresa. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Happy Sunday, everyone, if you're watching this in real time. And if not, I'm sure it's going to be a timeless message regardless. So, welcome, Soul Family. And we're not going to take too much time to get into the reading this evening. I do want to take a moment to call in my spiritual team, Archangel Michael, Yeshua, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, of course, and any of our angels, ancestors, guides, beings of the highest white light that choose to bring a message through me today. So without further ado, we will get in there, folks, please, and thank you, Spirit. And family, I had intended to do this reading on the new moon, and life got to lifing, and my job got to jobbing. And I didn't get off work till like 11:30 one night and then 9 the next. I was so sleepy and tired that I was just like, no, I can't really focus like I need to. However, we're still pretty much in full moon energy going up into, new moon energy going up into the full moon. And new moons are all about what we're releasing. And then I was thinking about what we're calling in and manifesting. And this coming full moon is pretty special right now. And I know we've been seeing death, transformation, rebirth in the cards a lot lately. And then I got to thinking about it. Mars right now, well, today was the end of it. Mars has been in Capricorn. It's finally going into Leo, but and Pluto is in Mars. I'm sorry, excuse me. Mars was in Cancer. That's all about relationship issues and just conflict and a lot of that kind of stuff. Pluto is in Capricorn right now, but they're both at the anaretic degree, 29 degrees. So we're feeling a lot of However, with this new moon, like I said, Mars just eased into Leo, which is going to be more optimistic. On the full moon is coming on the 15th, and then right after that on the 20th, Pluto will be going into Aquarius for the next 20 years. So we got a lot of stuff going on. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to go in here and see what the new moon energy, what messages we can get. But when I came out to do the deck selection, I pre-shuffled the cards and everything. This card right here came out, and I was not planning on using the fairies deck. And the interesting thing about it, the deck that it kind of mixed in the middle of, it hitchhiked along with, was not even a deck that I normally use with these cards. So I took that as a sign because I'm very careful about keeping all my cards together, and I don't have stray cards on the floor and all that. I have a couple of stands and a bookshelf, and I keep them all separate in their own little space, all of that. So when I saw this card come out, I had to look up the meaning. And then I pulled some of the fairy cards, which I'm not going to do that and make this reading even longer. But I did want to read this because I took it as a sign when the fairies come out. It's kind of interesting. And it was almost like Spirit was telling me, lighten up. Because Michael or Muckle is called Mixed Blessings in this deck. And it's kind of like, well, I'm gonna just read part of the message for it. I'm not gonna get into the background of kind of who he is and all that. His overall feeling is kind of lighten up because it's not usually as bad as you think it's gonna be, and what you think isn't gonna work for you usually kind of sort of does. But the meaning that was in here from the creator of this deck, he said, it says, lighten up. What's needed here is the benefit of a childlike, trusting heart and childlike wisdom, seeing directly into the true nature of things. Don't complicate matters. What you see is what you get. Don't look for hidden and subtle meanings and motivations because they're not here in this case. Go to the heart of the matter, the simple core hidden behind complexities. Don't be so caught up in thinking about the future that you can't see what's happening now. Welcome adventure into your life. Try something you've never done before and take some time to play with Michael before you turn into a grumpy glump or a worn out word. So Spirit is saying it's gonna be all right. It's been a little heavy, but we're coming into a time of releasing from now, especially from now up until the solstice. It's an opportunity for us to really kind of close some of those cycles that need closing and kind of focus our intentions. That's what manifestation is all about, folks. So we're going to jump in here and we're going to start with a few oracles, pull some tarot, and then end with some more oracles, some words from spirit. Just kind of see what we're releasing. And like I say, if we do our homework, our releasing what we got coming in. So let's take a look and see what's going on. And I hope everyone is doing well today. All right, Spirit, what we got? Ooh. Okay. We're off to a rip-roaring start. Truth, strength, and defiance. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you spiritual bad boys and bad girls out there, you said enough is enough. You've been doing the work, you letting go some stuff. I get it. And it's time to put your foot down. And Spirit says yes. Good job. All right, what we got? Where are we going? And we should expect that. I mean, I know, especially those in the tarot community, we like the good sounding messages and we kind of, when we hear it. But when you start doing that releasing work, it is going to go. I'm going to see. I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle and see what comes out. It was purity, trust, and something. I can't remember. But I ain't even really get these shuffled good. And 3 just jumped out from the start. So we're going to see what we get. If the same 3 cards come back out, that would be. But if they want to come, they will now. That's why I don't even mind. If it doesn't feel right, I put them back. All right. Pleasure, the void, and power. Okay, so you cooking up something. And if you don't think you are, trust me, you are. Spirit heard you. And it's hard because when you don't see it, and you wonder, okay, am I getting it wrong? Did I do something else? Do I need? No. There's a time lag in this 3D reality. And sometimes that seems like a bad thing for us, but trust me, it's good. Sometimes it's about you not being ready for what Spirit got for you yet. And sometimes it's about the company you keep. You got to see what you got to see and get some of them folks away because they can't partake in what you got coming. They won't even understand it because it's not their mission. It's not their vision. Okay, that was quick too. Yay. So we got moon, intuition, subconscious emotions, fear, things are not as they appear. South node, comfort zone, resistance, fear of the new, clinging to old ways or situations. And self-care, low energy, depleted, cleansing, wanting time alone, recharging, and retreating. And I know that's where some of us have been. I know I am. We may still be there. But put it to good use. That fear of the new, clinging to the old ways, for what? If we get things back to the status quo, then guess what you're going to live? A status quo life. And aren't we trying to escape the status quo? Like, for real? That's the thing I have to remind myself of. We want this sense of normalcy and we'll do the alone time and all that, but are we alone from a place of woundedness or a place of healing? Are we there trying to figure out how to get back where we were to get to someplace new? Yeah. That moon energy can make all the difference. Self-care energy, especially like I said, from the new moon going in, that is a beautiful time of self-care. It's like your power is amassing towards the full moon. If there's something that you need to do, purify, cleanse, walk away, yeah, you're wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. Yeah. Reach out. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out to ask for support at this time. Yeah, and that walking away, you do have to sometimes cut away people, things, and all of that, but that doesn't mean you have to throw the like I said, that old saying, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. You don't have to cut everybody and everything out. Well, some of us do, but even then, that's not forever. If you're in a situation where your environment is so toxic that you cut everything and everybody off, you're not meant to stay alone forever. You do have to get over that. Now, I'm not going to take all of these, but we have difficult road here. Spirit of perseverance, being prepared for great things, walking the hard path in life. And then they also had be present here, strategy and planning, and speak your truth. So yeah, in this, there comes a point in time when that period of reflection becomes a period of action where you're like, okay, I know what I'm gonna take and what I ain't gonna take. I know what I deserve and what I don't deserve. Setting some clear boundaries, doing some healing and self-care. And that's what we're supposed to do. So again, if you're still in the thick of it and it's hurting a little bit, please hang in there. Good job. It's going to get better. I promise. What's that the song say? Trouble don't last always. Because it really don't. But yeah, let's get to see what's going on over here. Ooh, progress. Advancement, gaining recognition, appreciation, increased clarity, and steady gains. And I'm so sorry if you can hear my roommate. He hollering at the TV. He's a football head. Acceleration. Discipline. Exert authority. It's time to take the bull by the horns. Create a strategy and mobilize forces. And then we have the attraction of opposites. Seduction, temptation, magnetism, meeting halfway, coupling. Okay, that's for those of us calling in love. Don't forget about that. You manifesting, not it's like I say, you manifesting a lot. You don't know when what's coming in, but it will. Gathering together, converging, unifying, combining forces. The sum is greater than the part. Oh, this do look like union for real. Getting past this spiritual homework and this power of the void and this healing, defiance, and all that is calling in something. I wasn't looking for it, but we see it right here. And here we have the turning point, start of a new cycle, right timing and regeneration, steady improvement. What's this? Okay. Following loyalty, adaptability, cooperation, trust, reliability, and receiving guidance. I was only planning on getting one more, but two more flipped together, so I'll take them. Because we have work on what has been spoiled, which is that healing cycle, correcting past mistakes, restoring balance, and then I, the creative, that's the Yang principle, strength, tenacity, dynamism, masculinity. So we got divine masculine out here, this healing cycle, gathering together, this union, and there is a romantic or sexual component to it because we have this attraction of opposites here as well. So you're definitely birthing something mm, like I said, there's healing in the self-care. The vision, though, there's a difficult road, but you're not doing it alone. That's a good thing. Whatever that means to you. And this masculine energy doesn't necessarily. Ooh, that was, okay. Six of Swords came flipped over, but we wasn't even. We just trying to shuffle. I think it's the Six of Air in this deck, but same difference. And it came back over again. So this progress, that's where it wants to be with the Six of Swords. Going from smooth waters to, from rough waters to smoother waters. Making progress. Ooh, and we got basically the world here. Beyond illusion. Morality. I think this is the Queen of Swords. Yeah. The attraction of opposites. Going with the flow. King of Cups or water. And this turning point, we got the Three of Water. Along with control, the King of Swords. Oh, we got the King and Queen here. See, told you. Right here with this attraction of opposites. So maybe it's the Queen that's calling it in, but he's coming right on along. He's following. Right here, attraction of opposites with the Queen of Swords or Queen of Air, and following with the King of Air. Going with the flow and celebration. Innocence. And the source here. See, I told you, not alone. This healing is divinely guided. And you're doing the work. That's good. Queen of Pentacles. With the Page of Pentacles. Guess I have to take them since they flip together. A sense of adventure with this creative. That's good though. I forget some other tarot to clarify a little bit. But you don't have a cause for celebration, all right. I like this foundational thing too, because we all want to get to the money, and we don't really see that much money here on the board yet. The only pentacles out here is the Page and the Queen, but that's fine because truthfully, it'll come. You ain't even got to worry about that. It's getting this foundational stuff together first in the void. Ooh, contact. And the moon. Ooh, the moon came here with Beyond Illusion. So normally the moon represents, and where else? It showed up somewhere else too. That moon energy. But with contact here and this discipline, maybe you're doing your personal work in cooperation with the moon cycles. Not a bad thing to do. Like I said, we're made of water. We might as well work it to our advantage. Because those cycles do affect us. Anything that's got enough energy to mess with the gravitational flow of planets, I promise you it affects us too. That only makes, sense if you think about it. Queen of Cups is here. Okay. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. That's a nice balance, though, between that soft, loving, giving energy and making a decisive decision. Truthfully, that's kind of what it takes with this attraction of opposites. If you're trying to call in something, most, well, I don't say most, I can only speak for me and those that I've known in a similar scenario. There's a lot of especially feminine energies out there that have been hurt in the world by being in this Queen of Cups energy at first, and they have to balance it by coming into this Queen of Swords energy in order to attract what they really want, instead of continuing to attract succubus or incubus that's going to feed off their energy. They have to put their boundaries up and show that maturity and attract in something different. The alchemist, yes. Divine transformation, being a visionary, making something out of nothing. And a lot of women, especially if you came through a karmic lesson of poverty or codependency or any of those type things, a lot of folks that come through those cycles, and I say a lot, but especially women, and especially if you went through a cycle of single parenthood, you were kind of primed for this alchemist role to start with. Once the focus becomes spiritual, you've been making something out of nothing your whole life. But once you learn to go with the flow and spirit takes it on a more spiritual turn, look at here, the turning point, and the Eight of Wands came here. I didn't even realize what it was, but yep, Eight of Wands flipped right on out there. Swift action. Yeah, this is making a change. That's nice. Excuse me. The sun. Okay. Wow. This reading is off the chain. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana out of 8 cards. Oh, excuse me, 5 and 6. Oh no, that's the king of. I don't think that's the major arcana. That's the king of fire. 3 of Pentacles. Work on what has been spoiled, and the 3 of Pentacles does denote work. That cooperation and collaboration. There's some celebration there too, but it is about making repairs and, like I said, restoring balance. No, I'm not taking it because we had a page already there, so we're gonna see what else comes out. Oh, the Hermit, the creative. Now it's interesting because it talks about the active yang principle, but the hermit mode usually is more in that yin energy. However, you can make hermit energy be about the yang energy because if you're actively manifesting from that space, then yes, that is creative. I didn't even realize we split here at the Magician. This is my favorite Magician card, I think, in any of these decks. But yeah, it's split right there at the Magician. You see what's at the top of the deck. 9 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Wow. Okay. We got the 7 of Wands there. Interesting. This is, like I said, it's a quiet, dignified level up. This is like for real, getting in there, doing the healing, soul work. But from this space, people, look what's coming. Look what you're doing. It may not feel like it, but yeah, you're making progress. This burden, it's you've worn it well. It's a difficult road, but you're learning to do your work, reach out for help where it needs to be. I said, cut off what need to cut off and embrace what needs to be embraced. Doing this self-care, going with the flow, it's working out. Dissolve, release identity, and merge with source. Oh, and the ancestors are with you. Guidance, protection, and lessons. Actually, let's do this. What's this? Oh, ceremony, ritual. Downloads. Attunement, calibration, upgrade. Told you. Yeah, this is a very productive time. Please don't think that that hermit mode can't be productive for you, because it looks like it's being super productive for you. And especially like those of us that are being guided to do the cleansing and the fasting or the eating different or whatever it is, the changes that you're making right now, it is so that you can get more finely tuned. You can receive that information. You can absorb more light. Your spirit guides are helping you do this work. And when it's time to come out of hermit mode, they'll give you the ideas and the inspiration to force you out of it. You get to the point where you have to act. Speak your truth with passion. Yeah. You'll have to act, speak, create, do something, whatever it is that spirit is guiding you to do. You ain't gonna have no choice but to do it after a while. Heal yourself to heal the world. This one just says happiness is freedom from fear, but I want to get okay. We got to overcome. First, you have to climb. Trust in the wise spirits, and your prayer will be answered. Wow. You have been heard. And whether you think you're just doing something or not, it is. Promise, promise. Oh, I just split half the deck all weird. I almost you're being called into service. We'll see if it comes back out. Because, I mean, I know you are being called into service, but yeah, don't say. Time to move on. Flow with the river. See where it takes you. You are the breath. Listen and connect to your intuition. And there's that flowing again. Go with the flow. That's the thing about meditation. People think, oh, I can't quiet my mind. I told you, it ain't going to stay quiet. You just quieting your chatter long enough to hear what spirit got for you. And then it's off to the races, baby. Shine love on fear. Love will light up the darkness. Yeah. Ask to understand unconditional love and forgiveness in your meditations and see where your meditations take you. And it'll probably pull some people out of your life, but it's also going to reunite you with some people that you may have never thought that was going to reunite you with. And it may not even be forever, but it'll be for something good. Like I said, you asked for the lesson. That's the part that I had the hardest time seeing until much later. There are sometimes you ask spirit, God, your angels, whatever you want to call it, for something. And because the sky didn't open up and they tell you, okay, I'm going to teach you so and so and so, show up here at such and such date and the classes begin. It doesn't work that way. But when you look at what you come through, life wound up teaching you exactly the thing that you asked for or needed or wanted to see. And I had to, trust me, that was like a top of my head popping off moment for me. Not last Sunday, I think it was the Sunday before, when I had done those other messages. And I still want to talk about it because that following morning, I was sitting at the table and had a another kind of revelation, and I didn't get a chance to make a video about it because I was out of town with my family and we were doing some stuff that day and I had to go. But truthfully, is interesting, diverse, painful, whatever it is that I think my life may have been. At the end of the day, I had to remember I asked God, I wanted to know Him. And He took me on a several decades path of showing me what life was really like in His world. And truly getting to know who He really is, not who we think or who we're told He is. I got to see the nature of what He believes, instills in His people, and how that plays out. And we have tear down the walls around your heart, give and receive security and warmth, along with rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that light will always return, because it will. It absolutely will. Everything works in cycles here on this planet if you hadn't noticed. Yeah, that's too many. Well, that ain't. Oh, it came back. 3 of them came out, and I didn't want to take all 3, so the one that wanted to come out shot right on back out. A new strategy is required. Find the path to love and happiness. So yeah, if you ain't there just yet, don't worry, it's coming. And let your guides show you the way. Just stop resisting it when they do. A lot of times we get an idea that's more loving or forgiving or something different than what we're used to, but we push against it because it's something different than we're used to. But that's oftentimes spirit trying their best to lead us on a different path, trying to redirect us, and we steady bucking against it. And this one doesn't want to come up off the table. Let me see here. What was that? That card that stayed stuck to the table, I'm going to put it back in, but it was rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. How can you detach from the drama? You got to. Because as an empath, and most of you probably are if you watch mine, I am a Hyoka. And I know, like I said, I understood that I'm being called to read for other healers and empaths and shaman and all that. I mean, maybe not the entire collective, but I know it's some of y'all in there too. And as an empath, you do have to learn that these burdens are not yours to carry. Do your healing work. And half the time when we start looking at our healing work, by the time you let go of those other people and their situations and their drama, you find out they really ain't. I mean, yeah, you do have your own stuff to heal from your perspective, but a lot of the stuff that's currently around you ain't even yours. You can make it through. Your higher self is always guiding you. What wisdom does your higher self have for you? Breathe. This moment matters most. How can you focus on the moment and appreciate that all that is well? Ooh, that was a lot. It's all in divine order. Allow. How can you relax into the flow and go with the current of life? We had going with the flow over here as well. Along with everything is a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. What do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? Everyone is on their own journey. How can you focus more on your own path? Like I said, you don't have to carry their burdens and fix it for them and all those things that we've been led to believe we do. We really, really got to stop trying to fix everybody. And I say we because I do it too. We got that mother hen, and especially women, we get straight puppy syndrome. That's how we wind up with all them crazy deadbeats that drive us nuts, and we wind up complaining about and can't get them to act right, and they don't, because you always trying to fix something up, and you feel like you can love it enough and push it into place. No, you can't. It ain't your right to. It's not your place to. It's not your right to. It's not your business to. Tend to yours, and the rest will follow. And we'll all be so much happier off, including the people that we're trying to push into doing what they ain't programmed to do. Because you ain't gonna make a scrub be a good dude or a train wreck of a woman be wife material. It's not gonna happen, people. But when we try to make it happen, then we wind up with all these stories about how we're so disappointed and this one hurt us and that one wouldn't act right. I know, I know. You could use some self care time like now. Schedule it in. And we started out with self care. Spirit is doubling down on it. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. I don't know who that's for, but it's the truth. And if you thought you forgive, go back and think about it again. Because, and if you did forgive the other people, did you forgive yourself too? We often do that. We so busy forgiving everybody and transferring blame for everything that happened in our life to us that we forget sometimes to forgive ourselves. And I gotta see what, because there was a bunch of stuff that shot over here, and I want to look at it because one shot clean off the table onto the floor. So I'm definitely gonna see what that is. Bear with me a second here, because it traveled a little far. About that, I'm just tearing up stuff. Oh Lord, here we go. Never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Yes. And guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let it go. And these kind of need to go together because when you say goodbye to your past, there is often guilt that comes with that. You don't want to leave these people behind. This is my family. This is my loved one. This is my this. This is my that. My job. They need. Trust me. If the situation doesn't suit them, they will let you go. And I'm not just saying suit like you just got to cut everybody off willy nilly. No, that's not what I'm talking about. You all know there comes a point in time where you realize you're at the end of the road with a person, situation, or whatever it is, and everything in you is telling you you need to let it go. And in order to say goodbye to your past and manifest this bright new beginning and future and this all of this that you want to see coming in, the sun and the alchemist energy with this 8 of Wands, you got to let it go. Leave that baggage behind. Now we're getting down to the wire here. I want to we're going to get some universal laws, see what spirit might want us to work on or give us something to think about as far as the universal laws. Get a message from the angels and then one from Yeshua. Okay. And so we have the law of healing, transform your trauma, transform your life. The law of mentalism, get clarity on your core values and commit to what matters. And the law of habit, ignite your creativity with a pattern interrupt. We had the creative principle over here. So sometimes that hermit mode is the pattern interrupt that we need. Got to sit back, kind of come to a full stop and assess the situation so you know how to move forward from a different space or to achieve a different result. That's wisdom. Like I say, insanity is continuing to do the same thing you've been doing and expecting a different result. That's not going to work. And if your life keeps tossing you on your behind, there comes a point in time where we have to go within and try to figure out how to do something different. And for many of us, it's telling us we're going to have to take the path less taken, whether it's a different type of job, a different place to live, different people in our lives, different people in our close personal life as far as romantic information, whatnot. Yeah, all of that. Look at here. Look at here. We have Archangel Jophiel with meditation, Archangel Uriel with freedom, and Archangel Zaphkiel with ecstasy. And truthfully, they're not unrelated, because that meditation is going to lead to the freedom, which is going to lead to ecstasy. Now, I'll grab some Archangel Metatron, because that's my dude, and I like it. Green, heart healing. As above, so below, heaven and earth. And endings, you are held. I tell you, I honestly believe for many of us, we are riding a portal right now from this new moon through the next full moon, all the way from now till the solstice, basically, and into the new year. I mean, it's a time to reflect, recharge, get a new way to move forward. Like I say, we don't have to wait for New Year's to make resolutions. We've been working on some stuff for a long time, and Spirit is telling us that this is a time where we can go within and genuinely close some of these cycles and move forward with intention and some pretty decent results. Looks like if we stay this course. Obviously, if this resonates, fine. If it doesn't, leave it for someone it does. But for those for whom it resonates, yeah, you're right kind of where you need to be. And I'm not even telling you nothing you don't know right now. You're just kind of chilling. And I'm hoping you're enjoying seeing this confirmation, that I'm delighted to pull it. But yeah, Spirit is saying, take it easy. You're on the path. It's happening. Look at here. And freedom came out here too. Gethsemane, darkest hour. Strength arrives. Freedom. Just be you. All right, Yeshua, what's this last message here? Ooh. And 2 came. Paul, awakening and transformation. And unity, coexistence and tolerance. And that's interesting because regardless of how you feel about religion, Christianity, the Bible, or any of that, no one can deny the figure known as Paul in the scriptures. He played significantly in the Bible story and in the initial founding of the church with the Christian religion. Peter did as well. But it's said that in reality, many of what we think are the apostles and gave credit for having written that story, that of those, likely John and Paul were the only two that actually ever met the man. So he's pretty important, but there's an awakening and transformation here with this unity, coexistence, and tolerance. And the key to this freedom is being you. And we have freedom here with Archangel Uriel as well. So, yeah, family, you doing it. Keep going. Don't give up. Your angels and guides are with you. You're becoming this alchemist and you're not doing it alone. Hermit mode looks like it served you well. And even if you're still in hermit mode for a time, understand what you're doing. And even if you need to tweak some things before you come out of it, you see right here, you're coming out of this situation of illusion and laying down these burdens. It is happening for you. This is your message. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification so that when I do record, you'll get an opportunity to get the latest message. And even if you haven't yet done that, I am in a little while after I upload this evening, there will be another message probably going up later tonight. I'm actually in the mood. I've been led, I should say. It wasn't even no mood because the Orisha cards were calling to me. So we're going to see if we can get an ancestor message tonight as well. I love you so much, family. And until next time, be well. Peace and blessings to you. Namaste.